Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Her Radio. That's Kyron,
And I am that boy Day,
where we are hearing everyone and realizing differences.
while creating a safe place for Black and queer people.
And yeah, so Day, we have a guest today.
Yes, we do, y'all.
We have a guest. Now, y'all love the guests, so we be having to come through with a guest. So today, you all, we have Miss Harry here in the building. Everybody say hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, girl.
Okay, so y'all might have known Harry. She's on TikTok at the Galaxy of _Harry. She has 22.5K followers and 833.9K likes on TikTok. And on Instagram is known as the Galaxy of _Harry. Same handle. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start by saying this. I love your content. I really do love it. It's giving. I'm trying to figure out what video did I watch of yours first. But I know the recent video I watched when you was talking about dating a stud.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Got me want to try that, okay?
You know what's so funny? So like me and Dave, like I said, we're friends. So we have a friendship group. And the name of our friendship group is called the Milagro Baddies. And every time I see a stud on like TikTok and Instagram, I'm sending it to the group chat like, y'all, I have to try this one time in my life.
I gotta try that love.
Child, you never know. You might find the love of your life.
Right. Mess around. Okay. So, okay. So we're gonna get into our first segment of the show, our young and getting it portion of the show.
Before we get started, I just want to point out, just a few moments ago, I really felt like Doja Cat at the past Oscars this Sunday because Doja was late to her award show and I was late to the show today. So it's giving very much Doja, okay?
So you gonna get your Grammy next time?
And sis was really giving very much will in the text messages. I'm at work like, this bitch don't calm down, okay? Like, just giving very much Will Smith and I'm Chris. Like, I'm sending a lawsuit. So you better back up out my message. But let's get into it, honey.
So we're gonna get into the first. I'm gonna explain why. So getting into the first segment of our show. The first segment of our show is called our young and getting it portion, where we just young and we just getting in. We talk about our week and one thing we have learned throughout this week and that has helped us moving forward. So I would definitely say I'm gonna go first since you wanna, try to, just make me seem bad here. So y'all, this week has been a very stressful week for me. Okay, I'm moving into midterms, as y'all know, as the viewers know. Harry, you don't know, but now you know. I'm in paralegal school. I'm about to become a paralegal. Okay. Yeah, so it's kicking my ass. Okay, it's kicking my little ass, and it's just been giving, like, I'm telling y'all, like, hair ain't been cut, face been breaking out. I've been up late. I've been literally surviving off Cinnabon and burgers. Like, that's all I've been eating this week is Cinnabon and burgers.
Some salad.
Okay, and I had a salad the other day. I had a salad and a burger. But I've really been just surviving off of this. And, like, this week, one thing has really taught me, like, perseverance. Like, just keep pushing. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And yeah, so I go tomorrow morning. I take my midterm. So, and we're just gonna pray.
Well, good luck. Good luck.
You. Go ahead, Dave. What's your young and getting it?
Well, my young and getting it this week is very much time management and money management. Most of you know, if you don't know, now you know, this month is the baddest bitch birthday month. So celebrate all month. And this month I have a lot that's going on. Like what sis said, here ain't done. I'm trying to stay down to the day down, okay? To my birthday. I'm trying not to, spend no money because your girl is going out, I'm trying to go big for my birthday. But I'm just really trying to learn money management because I'm sitting at hoes, makeup deposits, nail deposits, custom outfit deposits, just all this shit is just like money, money,
Mm.
money. I'm just broke.
Yeah. It's definitely giving
I'm
heavy
just
Aries energy.
yes, like I'm just. Uh, so hopefully next week a hoe can save a cute coin. Okay, so that's
Okay.
my younger thing.
So Miss Harry, what is your youngin getting it?
I think my gang giving is most likely patience this week.
Mm.
I start back in the office after being 2 years working from home. I start back in the office next week. And it's been some trials. And I'm just trying to be patient and just working on my attitude, working
Mm.
on controlling my face, even though it's not it's not working. But we gonna make it.
You know, it's so funny because my mom, she was working remotely from home for 2 years, and they were trying to get her to come back for like full time, but all the employees was like, no. So she only goes in on Mondays. But that Monday when she be going in, she be like, I gotta go in. And I'm like, at least it's not like 5 days a week.
Yeah, no, I'm going back full time, unfortunately.
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
Oh,
Oh, child, I'm gonna
you,
pray for you, honey.
you know
Mm,
what?
mm, mm,
I
mm.
was thinking about this. And you know, Joe Biden, he's telling us like he's telling the people like to go back to work and go back to work. And I think, and my theory is that these employers seen how much of a work-life balance that we had, and they
Mhm.
don't like it because if you think about people that work from home, like you get so much stuff done when you work from home. Like though that little time that you could have been in the office, like not doing nothing, you could be at home washing some clothes, doing some dishes, doing whatever you need to do. But like they want you, like
Being
they
a
said,
parent.
yeah, like you,
Yeah, it's just the fact that now I have to, start commuting back to and from work again. That's honestly my biggest. I have to get dressed. I have to get up, get dressed, and go back and forth to work. I don't want to do that. That is honestly the biggest letdown for this whole thing. Um, so I don't know. I'm happy I'm going back in. Like a part of me is like, yes, girl, because I was tired. I'm tired of being in this house. So I guess, it'll get me out of the house and all that stuff. But like at the other end, it's like, but do I really want to leave home?
Right.
how far is your commute from work to home?
My commute is about 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, child,
Okay.
and gas prices are high. Mm, 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 mm.
They know. I just got a new job. I can't say my new job. I can't say. So basically, I work for an airline company. I work for the airlines now. I can't say which company I work for,
Mhm.
but my commute now is 25 minutes.
It's giving
Ooh.
very much confidential pussy. Mm.
Well, I work for a bank, so it's okay. I
Oh,
totally
I
understand.
guess since we all just throwing out our companies, I work for a hospital.
Girl, I see because you put your little criminal shit in the little. I said, why? I said this hoe ain't got no criminal record. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, what this hoe fill out a criminal
Yes,
record for?
that was the wrong email, child.
I said, why you saving in this in the podcast email? Okay, but anyways, speaking of criminal, and we're gonna speak about the government. Okay, the House has voted to federally decriminalize marijuana. Senate Democrats have similar legalization bills in the upper chamber, but neither that bill nor the House Passed More Act is expected to clear the 60 vote threshold for passage in the Senate. This bill decriminalizes marijuana. Specifically, it removes marijuana from the list of scheduled substances under the the Controlled Substance Act, and eliminates criminal penalties for an individual who manufactures, distributes, or possesses marijuana. More standing for a Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act. This could end all federal prohibition of cannabis. So, what y'all think about this?
When they gonna let out the black man that they put in the jail since it's tax now? Like what's that? That's the only question I have. That's the only question I have.
And I want to bounce off that because My man is in jail right now because
his
of
man
that.
is in, his man is in jail for that.
So, Joe Biden, what's T, Sissy Pop?
It's hilarious.
Go ahead.
I think for me, it's just because we watch white people get away with this all day long. There's literally been millions of dollars made in the cannabis industry since certain states have legalized it. So at this point, it's like, and then of course we also know that Black men go to jail for having small weeds on them for years, like 10, 15, 20 years. And so at this point, it's like, so now that this law has passed, what are we like? Are they getting out? Are they like, are we helping them, expunge these records? Like what's it giving on the government's end for these petty crimes?
Yeah. I would definitely agree with you on that. Because if you think about it, when I thought about this, I thought immediately about White Boy Rick. I don't know if y'all heard of White Boy Rick, but White Boy Rick, he's from Detroit. So a lot of y'all know that I'm not from Detroit. I'm from Michigan. I tell people I'm from Michigan because y'all know I'm from Detroit.
Okay, I am too.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not from Detroit. I'm from the suburbs because I didn't say I was from Detroit one time. Y'all didn't cut into me. You ain't from Detroit. You ain't from the city. So I sit up here in Livonia. But
yeah, that is not Detroit.
that ain't Detroit, right? It ain't Detroit. But if you think about White Boy Rick was literally on the east side of Detroit. Like he was like selling those drugs from here to there, and that man just literally went in for what he did. But if you think about, and then when he went in, he didn't really get that much of time. But when you think about Black men who are in prison or in jail for, like you said, little amounts of this or that, and it's just like, and they're going to jail for a long time. It's like, how are we going to, reprimand? How is the justice system going to do what it needs to do in order to help these Black men and women get out for these petty offenses? Because now, according to the MORE Act, it's a petty offense now because you can possess it, distribute it, and you can manufacture it now, according to the MORE Act. So how are we going to help these people?
I just want to know when my man is coming home. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everything
Free Mr.
else.
Cuff.
When is my man coming home? Because let me just, without me saying too much, speaking on the case and being federal, my man was at the end of his day, if you know what I mean, by that little amount. So he needs to be coming home because I'm tired of sleeping in the bed by myself every night. It's been 2 months.
Free Mr. Cuff.
Yes.
Free Mr. Cuff. He said when he get out, he was buying us all baby Birkin bags like Kanye did his new hoe. So I'm waiting on my baby Birkin bag. I've been telling y'all this. I say this every episode. I'm waiting on my baby Birkin bag. Freedom boys. Freedom boys.
Ooh, child. And another thing, I'm not a big one too, but now hoes can start walking around the street smoking and stuff without the police stopping, bothering them. So this summer is going to be, very interesting to see how these police officers, about to start acting and whatnot.
Yeah, because it's like when you think about certain like states in like cities, because like here in like Michigan, you can't smoke weed like walking down the street, smoking it or whatever. But like, remember when we was in New Orleans for my birthday, you really couldn't walk down the street and smoke. You couldn't do that for real. Or when you go certain places, like I would also say like, even though Atlanta is Black, it's still in Georgia, which Georgia is now a blue state, but it used to be a red state. So before you couldn't be in Atlanta just walking down the street smoking, or you can be in Georgia, let's say Georgia, you couldn't be in Georgia walking down the street smoking because these are the laws. It's still illegal in some of these states, in some of these cities. So like you said, it is going to be interesting to see, who, but obviously, but one thing I will always definitely going to say is that white people, they've been smoking weed before us. They just call it pot. They smoke pot.
Or dope. Ugh. I just hate dope.
Dope is a little different, baby. Dope is a little bit different.
They call it dope?
I done heard Well, I done heard some of my men's friends come around and they
The white
ask for some
boys?
dope.
I'm crying.
Mm-hmm.
What they like little suburban white kids?
Them and the ones that's like,
They like, oh my God, Mr. Cuff, you got some of that fucking dope, bro.
Oh my God.
I got my dad's
child,
Amex.
that's where all my man money come from, them white boys.
Like them white boys, they be ready to spend that money, girl. Look at Rue. Well, Rue don't really count, but Euphoria, she don't really count because she was a nigga. But still, you know the white kids on that show, they used to get lit, child. They used to get lit, okay?
Yes, that on that one episode where they was in a laundry room and Rue almost overdosed. Like, girl, what's going on?
You know, I ain't finished. You know, I'm still on season
that
1.
That was not marijuana. That was definitely some other stuff.
I don't think marijuana do that, child.
Did she ever smoke weed in the show?
Girl, she just straight to the hard stuff.
She told them she did, but she was not.
Yeah.
She needed the hard stuff, baby. She was going through a lot.
Yes, Rue was doing fentanyl and narcotics. She was doing hard drugs.
That hoe was a walking zombie.
Girl, that's what she was. Not the stuff yo man. Let me shut up.
Yo, too much federal. This is all allegedly. What's the federal people? Yeah, this is all allegedly. Everything I'm saying is fabricated. Okay.
We be lying out here. Okay. Her radio stands for hoes. Even really do all the lying. That's what her radio stands for. Well, speaking of lying, what's the next topic, Jay? Speaking of lying.
Y'all know I love a mess. So the next topic is we're gonna talk about my good homegirl Ari. Mm-hmm. Now, one day, well, several days, because this hoe had 8 videos. 8 videos. So, baby, Your Shine, which is G Herbo and Ari's baby, they damn, slow down, Sissy Bob. So allegedly, Tiana, who is G Herbo's new girlfriend / baby mama, she was basically putting her hands on Ari's son and G Herbo's son. Ari allegedly said she has videos of him coming home saying that she's doing this, she's doing that, she's being mean to him. And this past week, she basically took to the internet. I don't understand why she keeps bringing shit to the internet, but she does. So we're going to talk about it. And she basically said that she is tired of giving her chances. She tried to call them and solve it outside of the internet, but the only way they can respond is the internet. So she basically told us that you put your hands on my son one more time, ho, I'm beating your ass. And she hopped on live and she said the 1-2. She got videos. I guess she done put a bruise on the child, but we ain't seen the picture of the bruise yet, so I don't believe that one. Now, I do believe that, yeah, she probably did hit the boy, but if you know the boy, then you know he bad as hell. He cussed at adults. He even cussed at his grandma, G Herbo's mom. G Herbo had to pop him. So if I was Tiana, I would have popped his ass too. She pregnant and they got a newborn. Sit the fuck down. That's what I'm going to say for now. Sit the fuck down. And that's not her fault. G Herbo is leaving his child while he's out doing what he's doing. Let's talk about it.
I'm going to let our guest go first.
So I don't follow Ari Fletcher and Jada Waiter and
I don't either.
I don't either.
So I didn't. Not Jada Waiter.
I don't follow them either. I'm in your boat.
So I can't tell you what's going on over there in Instagram girl world because I have no idea. But as far as children go, I don't have no kids, but I have godchildren. I have many godchildren. I'm close with their mothers. And so when we're talking about, other people's kids, you can't just move your kid, even though, this your man's child, but that's not your child. So you can't just be putting your hands on other people's kids. Cause because if it is true, and y'all don't have the understanding, or you aren't, her and Tiara girl and Tiana, I don't know her name. But if they're not, if they're not on good terms like that, I'm crying.
Tuna fish, honey.
But if they're not on good terms like that, you can't just be putting your kids on my kids. Bitch, I'm gonna beat you up. Like, what? Like, girl, are you crazy? Are you stupid? Like, now, if his daddy was, giving him a spanking, that's one thing. That's, that's your business. You decide how you want to discipline your child. But you as the alternative parent, you can't be doing that, babe. You can't be doing that, especially if we don't have that kind of understanding. If we don't have the kind of understanding where I'm like, girl, yeah, knock him out. He bad. Mm-mm. If we don't have that kind of understanding, baby, you better call his daddy or you better figure something out. But putting your hand on my child is not an option.
Yeah. The reason why I kind of wanted to talk about this, I would say the reason why I liked it because, I liked it. The reason why I wanted to speak on this is because when I was watching the videos and I heard what was happening, what was going on, it was like traumatic flashbacks of my childhood with like my stepmom, and like she would kind of do the same thing, and she would try to physically discipline me, and my mom was like, no, like you don't do that, like that's what his daddy there for, like you are, like you said, the alternative parent. You don't get to, decide when you want to whoop somebody and so it was just like, but this is the thing that stuck out to me because on her radio here, as y'all viewers, y'all know, me and Dave, we talk about our childhood traumas and things that we've been through. And we be real candid, okay? And I tell you a lot of stuff that happened between growing up with me, my dad, my stepmom, and my mom. And out of all the times that me and my stepmom would get into it, I would never want to like harm her, because your son said that he wanted to call the police on her because she was bad. And then in another video, he said he wanted to shoot her. As a child, that never crossed my mind. As much as my stepmom had wronged me and done me wrong and done things I didn't like, that just never crossed my mind. So for me, it was just like, for me, I was thinking like, this is getting like, it's kind of getting scary. Cause like, what the hell is she doing to this little boy for him to say that he wants to shoot her? Because kids really don't talk like, I'm gonna call the police. Like little black kids don't usually say, I'm gonna call the police on you. They don't really say stuff like that. Or say
not our generation. I don't think not our generation. But I feel like these new babies, I'd be like, child, look.
I hate these new babies. Throw them hoes away.
I'm crying. But no, I don't know. I think that so like I can say I grew up, I have my mom and daddy been married for like 50 something years. So I don't know anything about like step parents. But what I will say is like, if a kid is saying something or if a kid is expressing something, they could be being dramatic because kids, they have a tendency, kids know how to play their parents against each other, especially in situations like, my mama live over here, my daddy live over here, and then it's this extra girl. So I feel like, he may very well know how to play them against one another, but then he may also, there may also be some truth to, the stuff that he's saying.
I'm not necessarily putting it past her that she didn't pop him or hit him. I'm 100% believe that she did. And I stand by her with that because one, she's pregnant. All those emotions she's going through. And not only that she's pregnant, she's at home by herself with not one child that's not hers, but two children, one that she just had. So all that stress and, he's still a baby. I think he's no more than 4 or 5. So kids have a lot of energy and she doesn't have really too much energy. She got a kid in her stomach and one on her hip and one in her hand. That's just a lot for one person to deal with. I really think, Ari should have said something to her as she should as a mother. But she also needs to be more stern on G Herbo because, like, what the fuck? Like, why is this keep going on? Like, you're the dad. Why are you not there? When I send my kid with you, it's supposed to be father and son time, not, you come pick him up, y'all talk in the car, drop him off at home with Shorty, and you go about your day. No, he could have stayed at home with me for all that.
I think
Like,
that, and I think that was the biggest issue was that. And now here's the thing, and I believe speaking from experience, I believe that when Ari takes her over there, when Ari takes the son over there, she take him over there. The daddy leave, and I think Tilapia, she is overwhelmed because I feel like Tilapia, like she pregnant, she overwhelmed. This ain't her child, and I think she kind of just did like the natural thing, like sit your head down, pop, or you do this, pop, and like. But I think that is that's the real issue here. It's the fact that every time Ari send him over there, he not with the damn daddy. Let me tell you something. Look, Jocelyn Hernandez said, "Ho, if you got a baby and your grandmama take care of the baby, bitch, you ain't the mama. The grandmama the baby.
Your grandma's the baby.
Your grandma's the baby."
Right. But like, I feel like, what do we expect? I mean, what is while the expectation is he should be with his father, right? But like, what are we expecting with men? Like,
and I think, that's the other thing too.
It's like, what are we expecting with, these, dads are usually, especially in situations like this, dads are usually the fun parent. We go to daddy's house for the weekend.
We don't do we ain't got we ain't got no rules, we ain't got no
So I think while I get both ends of the the gripe. But at the end of the day, it's like one thing I have learned, especially from my aunt, because my aunt is a stepmom. She said I had to choose whether I was gonna be, the nice step parent, or if I was gonna be the step parent that was like actually a parent. She said I chose to be the nice one. All those issues, problems, whatever. Talk to your father, because that's your biological parent. That is. I'm here. We having a good. You and me, we having a good time. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Now, don't disrespect me, because we're not gonna do that. But, but she chose a role and she stuck to that. Because I feel like when you kind of try to do the everything like a parent, kids be looking at you like, girl, who are you? Girl. Like, mom, like I got a whole mom.
Especially as they get older.
Yeah, and when we talk about that day, we talked about that with Nay, and it was like me and Nay was talking about how you and Nay was talking about if y'all don't heard our episode where we had Nay go crazy, my hunger and had Nay go crazy, y'all go watch the episode. We was talking about step parents in that episode, and a lot of us we was talking about we was talking about our step parents and how a lot of times they would do certain things. We'd be like, "Oh, who is you?" Like, and a lot of times, and I think in our situation, or probably even your sign situation, I feel like a lot of times it'd be unprovoked. But I think it's the topic of comfortability. A lot of times the step parents do get comfortable and they think they can do and say things. And I think the thing with Tilapia is she got comfortable because she been around. She's Tilapia. Tyena is the girl name. Tyena. My bad, tuna fish.
I thought it was Tiana.
It's spelled Tiana, but her name is Tyena. It's spelled Tiana.
Emily and Fabulous, they was trying to be different. Tiana, bitch.
Her name, right? Why y'all name that girl?
Wait, that's Emily B's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now it's making sense. Okay. Anyway, okay.
He said the dots are connected. She said the dots are connected. Okay, she said the dots are connected. But I think the question was, the topic is comfortability. Y'all getting too comfortable. So a lot of times, and I think she been around your son since he was
for a long time,
a newborn. But here's the thing, she put that video out. It was like a montage of like her and your son's moment with a little classical music over it. And she was trying to guilt trip us. She was like, I would never harm this little boy. I would never. But when she put that video out, the only thing I could think about was, bitch, you been with G Herbo before you said that you was.
Yeah, that's why they don't like each other. Now that you made it, now that all the pieces are here, she don't like her because my man was cheating on me with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's one of the parts. Yeah, and I think it's just all like a cute little cake. Like my man cheated on me with you, and then some other stuff happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then my son saying you didn't hit him, you didn't abuse him, and this was just a cherry on top for her to just go off. But one thing I will say,
they was just at his birthday party together. She invited her to the birthday party.
Well, I
That
mean,
was nice.
of
course, because the daddy gonna bring her
Oh,
anyway.
no.
The daddy.
Security escort that hoe out.
So I feel like there's certain things where you know, when a person has been with you know, somebody you have a child with has been with somebody for a long time.
Yeah.
You just be like, girl, let me just.
It's kind of the default.
Girl, invite her. She can come. Yeah, whatever. Like it's fine.
Nah, nigga, you don't get a +1. Y'all not married.
But like, but now that you brought the part up about, you know, her, you know, the cheating and all of that, it makes sense now why she really went in. Because like, I don't like you. That it's compounded. I don't like.
She said it because she said in the video because she was like, "Oh, I already ain't like you, and I tried to give you a chance, but you blew that."
Right.
Well, getting into the next topic.
Yeah.
We okay. So this wasn't on the docket, but we said, you know what? Hell, we just gonna. Speaking of baby mama drama, so we got the opposite over here with Miss Black China with her poom poom. Kylie Jenner used Fia poom poom mixed with Tiger from China poom poom. China poom poom poom. Anyway, shout out my girl Spice. Yes! Okay, the queen of dance hall. Okay, she said I didn't grew here, you flew here. Anyways, so basically. China basically says that she sold 3 of her cars, right? Because she's a single mother. And she's doing this shit. And I don't get no child support. And she's going hard on the internet how she's a single mother. She saw her money. She got to do what she got to do for her kids. And so she goes into the shade room and says this. So her baby daddies tap into the shade room and said, no, ma'am. They said, I pay $40,000 a year for private school. The kids live with me Monday through Saturday, and I pay for all medical expenses and household expenses. Why do you need child support?
Not one baby daddy, but both baby daddies.
And the other baby daddy co-signed. The other one was like, yeah, I pay the same amount, and they live with me. Why? It just
actually one baby daddy, and then he came back and said, how you got the discount? Because
because the one baby daddy paid $40,000 for the school, and the other baby daddy paid $38,000. He said, "Hold on, give me how you get the discount on the school." But it just really,
I don't feel bad for any of them. I don't feel bad for these. I don't feel bad for these baby fathers because I mean, aren't you supposed to take care of your kid?
Well, I think in the baby daddy's defense, they didn't care. They just was trying to defend their name because basically she got on the internet trying to bash them like they don't do nothing.
Yeah, but like baby daddies do this to their baby mama that are primary caretakers of their children all the time. I mean, I'm always for equal opportunity. Miss Sandra.
Okay.
I'm here for everybody getting there. I'm here for everybody to get their blows in. So if Black China wanna, do like the baby daddies do on social media and be bashing their baby mamas, even though the baby mamas be having the kids, paying for the kids, doing everything for the kids, and then they get on social media to talk about how they such a good dad and they had to do this and they got to do that for their kids. Okay. I don't feel that.
Oh no, I think
it was the fact that she only gets
she got something up her sleeve.
Out of all of that with Black China, what really like made me giggle was the fact that sis only get her kids for one day out the week. And then
no shame.
And then the other crazy part was she posts a picture of them on Sunday. Like she's like, home cooked meal, you like that, King? And so I tap into the shade room and I said, she only got Sissy Pop only got the kids for one day a week. Hell, like a home cooked meal is the least she could get them motherfuckers. They in the kind of.
But I mean, like once again, we see this with men all the time. All the time. They have their kids, their weekend at. They got them, Saturday and Sunday. And they go home on Monday. So like I look, I don't know how Black China did it, but good for her. Like
I just think in other words, she's just going broke and she needs a way to say it.
And I think that and I think the thing is a lot of time I see a lot of these women, I think a lot of times they think like they get pregnant by men, these rappers, and they think that there's gonna be a check. And a lot of times
Well, that last baby was out of spite. No, the first one, I don't know. The last one was out of spite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she did that shit on purpose. Black China, I don't know. She ain't never sat right with me. Her or her mama, Tokyo.
That whole...
But I see why Blac Chyna act the way she do, because her mama crazy as hell.
No, absolutely. I definitely get why. I
see where she gets it from.
Definitely therapy that's needed there.
Yeah, I see where
they need Jesus. There ain't no therapy gonna help that.
They need holy water. They need some sage. They need a whole bunch of stuff.
It's a mixture of the two. Therapy gonna work before Jesus do.
They need some help because them over there. Her mama, like when she did that thing with Zeus and she was talking to her like, I'm like, the fuck ASAP. And I was just looking like, and it was, at first we laughed about it, like, like it was, everybody on social media. But then when you actually think about it, it was like off camera, she probably endures way worse than what we seeing from her mama. And so, Blac Chyna, I would say go get your kids, go collect King and Dream, and you can make the dream happen that Dr. King seen. Amen. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, y'all, we have some very good news here at Her Radio. And here y'all know here at Her Radio, we love policy, politics, law, the gossip, and the mess. Okay, so today was confirmed that Miss Ketanji, I said her name right. Yeah. Okay, I've been messing her name up. I just been calling her Miss Jackson, okay? Because I've been messing her name up. Because I seen somebody else call her Kenyatta.
Not Kenyatta.
I see. That is not that woman's name.
That ain't even close.
Wait a minute.
That's not even how it's said.
Hold on, wait. My granny said that. Y'all know how old black people be. Don't drag my granny.
Not Miss Hattie.
Miss Hattie said, yes, baby, I seen Kenyatta on there. I said, Kenyatta, girl. She said she feel Puerto Rican in this hair. Rick on.
I feel a Puerto Rican, okay.
Puerto Rican. So, Ms. Ketanji Brown Jackson is confirmed as the U.S. Supreme Court Justice. She became the first Black woman on the Supreme Court, making history. But round of applause.
Shout out to the Black sister.
But one thing that really stuck out to me, it was that how many white Republicans voted against her. And the thing was, they couldn't chop it down.
Wasn't it 47? Yeah. 53 to 47?
They couldn't chop it down to the fact that she was underqualified because Sissy Pop is overqualified for this role. They couldn't say that her morals and her beliefs weren't right. They couldn't say that she didn't pass the ethics test. It really just boils down to the fact that she was Black. And as much as they don't want to say like, oh, the reason why we didn't vote her because we didn't want her because she's Black, that's what it boils down to. Because what other reason could y'all not want? Go ahead.
So like, while I agree, it's definitely because she's a Black woman. But I also think it's because people know Black women vote a specific way. They know that their views and how they see the world is very specific. It's a very specific how Black women see the world. And it is very few Black women that see the world through even the Black men's eyes. Of course, we have bigoted Black women and, we can't tell what she's going to do until she does it. Because she could easily, we doing all this, we could be doing all this celebrating because she's the first Black Supreme Court justice and then she could be shit. So, like, it could go either way. But what I think it is because people know people know the power of Black women when it comes to politics. I mean, we've seen it with overturning of, states from red to blue. We've seen it in, midterms elections because Black women show out when it comes to voting. And then shit, just kind of gets flipped on its head.
Right.
So even with voter registration, voter turnout, like these are all like things that Black women aid and abet in when it comes to our political system and our voting system. So I feel like they realize the power of her being a Black woman, not just because she is a Black woman. Because she could have easily gotten up there and agreed with all of the Republican remarks. Like, you know, fuck them niggas.
Right. No shame.
She could have pulled a Candace Owens.
And you know, as far as other confirmations that we watched, because you know, with the last, you know, confirmation that we watched, she didn't even know, you know, basic legal, you know, jargon. Like, it was like, bitch, why are you here? Like, what are you doing here? And then, you know, we have this whole conversation about the anti-racist baby. And the funny thing about it is, I knew what that book was before because I bought it as a baby shower gift for one of my girlfriends. And it was like,
let me ask you a question.
What?
So my friend, he having a baby with a white woman. Should I buy that book for him?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Let me go put him on Amazon.
But I bought it for my girlfriend. Her husband, they're both Black. But the thing about it was, I bought it because it's a cute little book. It's a cute little book about, you know, teaching, you know, kids tolerance and acceptance and differences of people. And, you know, it's cute. But obviously he did not read the book, because if you read the book, like, it has nothing about babies being racist or anything about it.
Yeah.
It's about teaching children tolerance, acceptance, the differences of people, but appreciating their differences. It was like, girl, if you didn't read the book and you just saw a title and you were triggered to say that.
Yeah. The one question that he's like, can you describe the definition of a woman? She was like, no. Like, cause like she was just like, no, like what are y'all asking me here? And a lot of the questions they was just asking was like, huh? Like what? And you could just see it on her face. Oh, she was tired. She was just sitting there like.
And I think it's most likely because a lot of these topics, especially regarding, you know, critical race theory with children, which is why he brought it up, because one of the biggest topics is education right now in critical race theory, because we're on the verge of our children not being taught basic information like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Like, we're on the verge of that. And even that was like minuscule and little, and
it's sugar-coated like a motherfucker.
Right. So we're on the verge of not even having, you know, Black History Month in schools. Like, that's essentially what's about to happen with a lot of these, you know, critical race theory conversations. And then, of course, we have all of these new bills that are coming out that are, you know, I think there's like 200 bills that are, you know, that affect trans people right now, trans children specifically. We just, you know, I live in Florida currently. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan.
I'm from the west and the east side.
I'm from the west side, Greenfield.
It gave west side. It gave
Greenfield. Greenfield and Joy Road is where.
I be on Greenfield to go get my little golden wings. They know I love my golden wings over there on Greenfield.
Now I do have family in Inkster, so you know. But
you know Inkster. Yeah, you know Inkster like east and west. You know, it's like where are y'all really at?
Being that I live in Florida currently, you know, they just passed the bill. They just passed the don't say gay bill. And
we just talked about that the last
you know,
episode.
with that, it's insane. And especially for, you know, I have friends that are teachers and they're really struggling with, you know, having conversations with their children because, and a lot of them, one of my girlfriends, she was recently in her Instagram close friends telling a story about how like she felt really bad about not being able to have a conversation with one of her students about how they feel about their gender. Like she felt like she was like at a loss for words. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I literally can't say anything and I don't know what to say. And I don't want to implicate her. I don't want to put her in a position because, you know, she teaches elementary school. So, you know, it's hard you know, because kids are very aware of gender. I think people like also forget that, like people like, I don't know, like it's too much for kids. But kids have been aware of gender since they were able to talk, since before they were able to talk.
Yeah, that's like the first thing that they teach you.
So it's interesting to have this conversation. A lot of the things they were asking were just talking points that we're having in the United States all right now. So they're trying to gauge as to if this was to come to the Supreme Court, what would you do? Like, how would you define it? And it's kind of like my definition or how I feel about what I define it. It's not necessarily how someone else may define it. And right. we can't make those decisions for other people. I think that's also a thing, like policing and making legal the policy or making policies of people's identity. That's so weird to me. It's extremely weird to me. Yeah. Because it's like, just like with abortion and things, it's like how we commodifying, or not even commodifying, but how are we legalizing any of these things where y'all ain't even paying for it? Y'all don't care about these kids. Y'all don't care about these babies being born.
They don't. I think that's the thing that really that's the thing that really gets under my skin, is that like when we go like to the topic of abortion and they talk about some save the babies, half of these people that's out here in front of these Planned Parenthood clinics protesting abortion or saying they're anti-abortion, y'all don't even adopt kids. And then if y'all do adopt kids, y'all going to get the fresh babies out the womb. Y'all ain't going to get the kids that's 14, 15, 8, 17 about to max out the system and they have nowhere to go, they have nowhere to live, and they about to be on the street. Y'all not gonna get those kids. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna get the kids fresh out the cooch. Like, and like the thing with like gender, how are y'all even trying to, like you said, how are y'all trying to make things legal? Like when it comes to certain people, everybody is not the same. And I think that's the thing but that's the thing, our country, like I said, our country was built by white cis het men. So they wanted everything to be their way. But like as we get further and further, I think a lot of times, or even like our governor officials that are older white people or just older, they think like we supposed to think like them. We are different. And I think that's the thing. And that's the one thing I really realized too. So especially being in paralegal school and learning the law, stuff like that. It's just like, we are all different. We are not the same. God made us different for a reason. Okay. We was made different for a reason. Whoever you believe in, God, Allah, whatever, we was made different for a reason. We were not made the same, because that'd be boring as hell.
Right.
And I think it's just a matter of trying to give something a name or control a narrative because you don't understand it. I feel like a lot of times what happens is when people don't understand something, they try to control the narrative so that it makes sense to them. So so this whole thing with don't say gay, and even in Texas where they're making it so that if the parents of trans children are being investigated, that in itself is extremely scary to me, because we're starting off small, right? We're starting off, with parents of trans children. That could easily go for any other minority group, Black kids, especially Black kids, Black families. So like it starts off small, where we think, it's like, it's everything, things that people don't like, things that people, don't understand, people that don't like, people that are against. And so then it, and then it transforms into other things because you allow this to get, to where it is. So let's see if we can push it a little bit further. And then at one point, it's only going to be, white men getting that shit at that point.
Right. Well, y'all, if you white and you a man listening to this, check your privilege at the door, like we always say. And y'all keep acting the fool. I'm going to call Tilapia on y'all so she can pop all y'all upside the head. There you go. So, Jay, you gonna read the question, or you want me to read it?
You read it.
Okay, so we moving into our next segment of the show is So Do You Want to Be Heard? Segment is where we answer one of y'all questions, where y'all submit y'all question and we answer for y'all. So we gonna answer it for y'all, okay? Because here at Her Radio, we call ourselves y'all because we always give our loud, unsolicited advice. Well, this advice was solicited, so get ready. Okay. Okay. It says, hi. Hey, Day and Kai, I've been messing with this dude and all we do is argue. He told me he is on the tail end of the relationship. What do? I cause 98% of the arguments and I don't know how to stop it, but that's my man and I don't want to lose him. Kayla from Texas.
Kayla, you need therapy, sweetie. 90%. She has some childhood trauma.
You need to. It's giving, babe. Babe, get ready for your notice. He's giving you notice. He's saying he's on it till
30 days.
He's giving you notice, so you might as well get your things together.
Because first of all, she's lucky he's not even already gone. Because I don't know no man who's staying that's just staying around for some arguments. You arguing? Bye.
Well, I feel like niggas like that type of shit. Niggas like to hear you niggas
sometimes.
Like I feel like niggas like to hear you mouth off at them. I think they like it a little bit. I do. I genuinely do. Because there's no way. Because there's just too many. It's too many of my girlfriends that I know that be just tip at their boyfriend all the time, and they boyfriend and they be right there.
That's that hoe right
there.
That hoe right there.
I'm dead. Because I'm not gonna say. I'm one of the people. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna tell you 2 times. You get the first time, you get the second time, and then anytime after that, baby, no, I'm plotting. So, so I don't know. It sounds like, yeah, girl, get ready to get broken up with. Get ready to have that we need to talk conversation, or he's gonna ghost you, or he gonna cheat on you. But
okay,
get your feelings ready. Get your feelings ready.
Well, my advice to you, Miss Kayla, I would say, I you know what, Miss Kayla, I can agree with you, okay? Because I can agree with you because I know that I do that. I do that, Kayla, and they know me, and they know I be going at CB Bay, y'all. Y'all know that's my man. I mean, I just be going at CB Bay, but Kayla, speaking from a person that's changing and taking from one of the elders, honey, find out the real issue.
Right,
I think that was my issue. My issue was what I would do is I would box up all my problems and my feelings, and I would store them on the nice, cute little shelf. But then when the shelf got full and shit got started messy and stuff started falling off, that's when I would start to just. Damn, I got time for that. Don't nobody want to deal with that. So when you have an issue with this man, you think about it. I want to take 24 hours to ponder on it. You still feel the same. You figure out what the direct issue is and you bring it up in a nice, respectful way. Don't be passive aggressive. Because I would be real passive aggressive. Like, I just love how you I just love how you don't never call me back when I call you. Like, don't do that. That's passive aggressive. And nobody want to deal with that. So think about your issue, breathe, count to 3, and then you oil your scalp. First, take your wig off, oil your scalp. Put your wig back on, lay it back down, get you some mousse tint, put your little band on there, flat iron the hair, brush your teeth, wash your cat, and then bring it up in a nice, respectful manner. Because don't nobody want to hear fussing and fighting all the time. Don't. I promise you. It's when my good sis Harry said, niggas do like that. They do like a little mouth, a little yap, But when it kind of gets to the point of where it's like constant and it's like toxic, don't nobody want to deal with that. So I suggest you take you and your wig and breathe.
Now, what if you don't wear a wig?
Where you take you and your eco style, your flexi ride, and your mousse, And you do, girl. If you naturally, that take more time for you to ponder because you could be sitting there detangling, and then you could do a little something. You can flex it right. You got like 3 hours to really ponder on what's going on. So you could sit on the hooded dryer. You could sit on the hooded dryer. You could wait, let your little curls dry.
I feel attacked.
You know, it's so funny because I literally just cut my hair about a month ago. I had long hair. I was in the twist styles, the braid out, but I got tired of doing hair.
I love doing
my hair.
I do too. I love it, but it was just kind of like. But here was the thing: I had an undercut, so I wanted a full head of hair. So the plan was. Yeah, the plan was to cut it off and then just let it grow back out. But I ain't, because I wanted a full head of hair. But I'm just like,
oh no, I had a mohawk first, and then I have an undercut. I let it grow in sections. Child, look, it'll look crazy for a little while, but I'm still cute.
Okay.
Not you said I'm gonna let it grow in sections. That's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna be real because that's what I wanted to do because they know I said I was gonna do the back first, but then I was like, then it was like, So I really do want to grow my hair back because I just love doing hair. It's fun. I like doing other people.
I like doing my hair. Doing my hair is so therapeutic. So therapeutic.
Well,
you get through your good Netflix show. Put you on a good Netflix show. Oh, child, yes.
I know. I finished
That's when I had my best concerts.
You do your hair under your do-rag. That you got a flat under that. It'd be so funny because I don't know who said something to me. I don't know which one of our friends. I forgot. They was like, every episode they always got on a do-rag. I said, y'all know Day is a hood nigga at heart. He gonna wear his do-rag.
Not a hood nigga.
It's a 40-inch bust down. He gonna stroke the street.
Okay, 40-inch. Don't play with the girls. The girls need to stay out of Sophie's business because this is Sophie. My wig is called Sophie.
We love it.
Stay out of her business.
It's giving much queen. Okay. It's giving much queen.
Yeah, don't let me get the girls a little key on you, okay?
Okay, so here I got a question for you. So, being on TikTok, what is one thing that you enjoy? Which one thing you hated, and what's one thing you enjoyed being like a content creator on TikTok?
One thing I hate when people send me videos. I hate when people send me videos. I do. I hate when people send me videos because honestly, like I get what people are trying to do, right? Like people are trying to either one trying to find a way to interact with me because they like me, they like my content, so they feel they want to interact with me. So this is their moment. It's like, oh, I think you like this, or it's because they want me to respond to something. But like, I don't want to see that trauma ass shit. Like, I don't want to have to get all, upset, irritated.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't want to have to do all that all the time. Because I will see, because a lot of the videos that I do react to are stuff that I just happen to come across. It wasn't stuff that, somebody sent me. Now, sometimes they have been because some of my actual friends will send me stuff and I'll be like, okay, I'll do it. But when I get especially when I get 3 and 4 and 5 videos of the same video, because everybody done seen it, I'm like, bitch, I'm definitely not talking about it now because I really don't want to, I'm irritated at it at this point. I don't give a fuck. Now, one thing I will say that I love about TikTok is that I have created, or I have been afforded the privilege of connecting with other Black queer people like you all, and creating this space and this community that I've always, one thing about me, because I grew up in a very Black home. I grew up in a very Black home. I'm a Coleman kid. I grew up in a lot of Blackness that grew up around me. Okay. So even when I came out, I did ballroom when I came out. So I've always been surrounded by Black queer people. So now that I'm, on social media, I have this space of Black queer people, and it's not just, and a lot of times I feel like with me, I feel like I was just kind of like the only one of me, like, because I usually, you know, a lot of my friends that I've had since college, they're all, you know, Black gay men. And I kind of always kind of felt, you know, as like the girly femme one that is she trans, is she not trans, what's that giving? So now I've created this space, and you know, I have these new friendships where I don't feel like I'm the only girl in the group. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm only girl in the group. And so it's nice. It's great. I love the fact that, you know, I can meet all these, you know, people across the country, for the most part, because most of my audience is in the United States. Now I do have some people that are in the UK and, you know, Australia. Shout out to y'all. But
shout out to Germany. That's our we got a US in Germany. I said, what y'all in Germany listening to us?
Right.
Guten Tag.
But I'm happy that I was able to, like, you know, create that space and create these relationships. So yeah, you know, there's positives and negatives to everything.
Yes. Well, y'all can find Harry on Instagram at galaxy_of_Harry, and you can find her on TikTok at galaxy_of_Harry. Same handle, same @ on both of the social media platforms. Anything else you want to tell the people that we don't know?
No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything coming up. I don't have anything going down. But you know, catch me on the internet.
Well, y'all can follow me on y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at THATKYREN. That's Kyron.
And you can follow me on Instagram at thatboy_day, and TikTok Day be down with 3 E's, and Twitter will be coming next week. Yeah.
Yo, you need to get on Twitter. That's what I really be on. Twitter. Twitter is the place. I don't even be on Instagram. I just be tweeting my little life away. I be like,
well, this will be my. I'm on Twitter now, but I don't have the real account. My gays know what I mean.
I ain't got no water to sip. I ain't got nothing to sip. You know what?
I'm there.
Well, y'all, until next time, I'll holla.
I'll holla.
Bye. Thanks so much for having me.